Well, it's here. The worst time of the year. If you know, you know, but from January to like March, April, it's just not a good time. It's really like the hangover part of the year, after all the major holidays that everybody actually cares about. It's just kind of bland, nothing really going on. There's almost no major holidays. Like, you could count Valentine's Day, but if you're single, who really cares about that? This is when dreams get crushed too. People are excited about their New Year's resolutions, knowing in this time, by April, they're going right back to what they were doing. And I'll give credit to the people that actually stick with it, but majority of you are not changing for the new year. And yeah, the vibes during this times are just bad in general. Like, somehow it gets colder than it was in December, and you just want winter to end at this point. The days are still ending early until the middle of March. I mean, you could literally look up what the worst months are. January or one of these months are gonna pop up every single time. And don't even get me started on school, bro. I feel like a lot of people can relate to this. At the end months of the year, like October, November, December, we usually get hella breaks. I'm talking President's Day, a week for Thanksgiving, 2 weeks for Christmas, a random Friday you probably didn't know about. Since we had so many breaks, school actually wasn't even that bad. But once you come back after Christmas break, it's over. There's MLK Day, and then it's basically 2 months of just straight school. Shout out us for that extra Tuesday though. Once you get through that, there's spring break, but that's basically nothing compared to the breaks we get before. Once you get through April though, things kind of start looking up. I mean, May, the last full month of school, going towards summertime, things start getting a little better, I'm not gonna lie. But before you get there, you gotta survive. And you can only feel bad for the people that said they just had to get to winter break. Outside of school though, I feel like nothing really goes on during this time. I mean, what events am I supposed to be getting hyped for? St. Patrick's Day? That holiday hasn't hit since 2nd grade. I could understand Easter a little bit more because, it's a cheery, good vibes holiday until the scavenger hunt comes around and everybody switches up on you instantly. It doesn't matter how young you are. If you're in the way of somebody finding the golden egg with $100 in it, just be careful, bro. The only really other thing exciting during this time would probably be birthdays. I feel like I know a lot of people born in March. Unless your birthday is February 29th, then that's tough. And we gotta talk about shopping too. At the end of the year, there's a whole bunch of sales, special deals, themes, all that stuff. I mean, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas really carry the whole holiday scene. There's even Cyber Monday and Black Friday during this time. But once you get past that, shopping just gets so boring. All the sales and deals, if there's any at all, are weak. There's barely any movies coming out, and the ones that do are weak. We really just live off the leftovers of the end of the year until summer. But we already talked about some of the worst months of the year, so why don't we talk about some of the best? Off rip, we got May and June. These are peak, I'm not gonna lie. Like how people say 2016 was peak life, this is peak year. First off, it's the end of school, so the vibes are gonna be cool. You're already planning to do with your friends over the summer and all that. And because it's summer, they might actually go through. Days and then later, you're outside more, getting to see those cousins you barely see, chilling with your friends, hooping. Speaking of hooping, we got the playoffs and the finals during this time. Going to the beach, it's just all a good time. It's like getting a new car or something for the first time, or going to a new place, but you get that feeling every year. No other time comes close. This where a lot of childhood memories get made too, like the time I almost drowned at a beach, riding bikes around the block, going to the park until the streetlights came on, people falling off of merry-go-rounds, regular kid stuff. After those 2 months, the hype kind of dies down a little bit, still the same stuff, but just not as exciting. The next month, July, has to be the most mediocre month in the year. All they got is July 4th, and that's it. July kind of reminds me of February, honestly. In February, you think it can't get any colder, but it does. Just like in July, you think it can't get any hotter, or really you just don't want it to get hotter, but it does. July is overall pretty chill, but nothing crazy. Now August. August. I really have a love-hate relationship with this one because it's my birth month, but it just gets so hot. This month is kind of like January. It's like the hangover of summer. You already had your fun and everything, and you think you about to chill. Then out of nowhere, the sun just starts beaming. It's like that one spot Sponge. It's like that one SpongeBob episode when he forgot his name. And if you live somewhere where there's humidity, it's over. Get outside enough, you might start seeing cooking full course meals on the sidewalk. Apparently somebody actually did that with steak. Once you get past the torture of August, it's really just a mid-month of September. September is always one of two things. It's either an extended summer and it's still hot as hell, or it's an early fall and it starts getting chilly out of nowhere. There's no in between. Early fall is always a better option, cause that means weather. Not to mention what makes this month mid is cause of the start of school. I don't even gotta explain that too much. Next up is the last 3 months of the year. We got the big three ended with Ember, not including September cause it's mid. The big three holidays: Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Kwanzaa, and Hanukkah too if you celebrate that. And yeah, honestly, this time of year just pretty chill. I've been talking about months for 6 minutes, so I'm gonna give y'all my rank and then we're gonna do a tier list. Number 1 has to be June. It's in the middle of the year, peak of summer. It's a perfect balance, you can't go wrong. Number 2 with a close second is definitely gonna be December. The reason it's not number 1 is because I feel like it goes by too fast. You spend all year waiting for it, anticipating it, and by the time it's there, before you know it, it's gone. Number 3, I'll probably say November, cause you know it's Thanksgiving, self-explanatory. Number 4, gotta go to May, cause in May you just feel good. Number 5, October, cause of Halloween. And that makes the last 3 months all in the top 5. If we're going based off holidays though, number 6 gotta go to July. You know, I'm gonna give 4th of July its respect. Number 7 going to August cause it's my birth month and I ain't saying it yet. And yeah, I'm biased. And for the last 5, we're gonna go real quick. Number 8, April. Number 9, March. Number 10, February. Number 11, January. Wait, am I missing one? And just pretend like I said September earlier. Alright, so we're here ranking the months from S to the F tier. First we got January. Obviously F tier. Nobody likes January. Next up is February. And I'll give it D tier. The only reason it's not F tier is because it's a little shorter. 28-29 days, but nobody really likes February. March, pretty average, start of spring, end of daylight savings. It's actually, and it has spring break too, so actually I'll move it up to B tier. April is kind of mid, doesn't really have anything except for Easter, C tier. May is definitely A tier, one of the better months. June is S tier to the surprise of nobody. July is pretty chill, they got 4th of July too, so I'll give it B tier. August, I like this month because it's my birth month, but I just hate the heat, man. September, I literally forgot about it when I was ranking the months, but it's pretty average, I'll give it C tier. October, it's a good month for sure, it's just not better than the ones above it, so I'll give it B tier. November, A tier. The only reason it's under S tier is because it's not December. And then obviously December is S tier. And there you go, the official rankings of the months. Anything other than this is just wrong. Especially the bottom two. I mean, there's a reason I made it during this time. That's all I got for y'all though. Just yapping about months for 8 minutes. If you made it this far, drop a cookie emoji in the comments and say what's your favorite and least favorite time of the year. Hope you all have a good rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for you. And yeah, catch y'all later. Peace.